Hi, I'm Andrew Blyth from Body and Spine Solutions. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the hip flexor group. Now the important part about the hip flexor is that it does lift the hip up or flex the hip, but it also can stop you from pushing or allowing the leg to go behind you. So in people with back pain, this is something that we need to consider. Now getting this muscle to lengthen out, we've got to remember that the psoas muscle or the deep hip flexor attaches to your spine and runs down to the thigh. The other muscle, the rectus femoris, which was part of your quadriceps group, attaches from the pelvis here down under the knee. So those two main muscles are the ones we like to stretch out with the PSOAS lunge type stretch. But we don't just want them to lengthen, we actually want to make sure that the low back doesn't get a lot of stress or pressure on it. So if you look down the bottom here, when we take a lunging type stretch where the leg goes behind you but the pelvis stays upright, if you keep the pelvis in a nice neutral position, you can actually get a nice lengthening of both the psoas and the rectus femoris muscle. But a lot of the time, what goes wrong is that people let their back relax and they lunge forward, and you really see them in this really deep type lunge extending their back. That just jams up the lower part of your back. And again, if you look down the bottom here, once the spine actually changes shape and bends in more and the pelvis tilts up, you get a lot of increased pressure on the lower back joints. But the distance between these points where these muscles attach to the pelvis or to the lumbar spine and down to the leg actually doesn't increase in length that much. So letting your back relax actually gives you pain and pressure up here and actually less of a stretch to the front of your thigh. But if you keep your pelvis in neutral, keep your stomach switched on, you'll save your low back from pressure and you'll get a good stretch in the muscles that you intended to stretch in the first place. So stay tuned and we'll try to show you the PSOAS lunge done correctly. Thanks.